Making a point. We want to be prepared, having learned from Ebola and others, when it comes to the future of where we're directing. I do want to thank the President and give him credit in his administration, having leaned in from day one, taking preemptive and decisive measures, including travel restriction and aggressive quarantines. This is something some people would criticize from the beginning. When you look back in hindsight, it was the right decision at the right time. We want to continue to keep America safe from the coronavirus.
Why do you think that this works in this sense?
Today, appropriation leaders from both chambers have met to discuss adequate funding. This is not a time to play politics. We want to make sure we have all the funding needed. We want to make sure the money is going, and we also want to make sure there's accountability for that. I have great confidence in Kay Granger and her leadership in working through this, and we want to make sure it comes through as quickly as possible, the supplemental to the floor. Well, a supplemental was put up, and the way most all supplementals work, we put together the Appropriations Committee, sit down with NIH, CDC, see what we need right now. We want to make sure from a testing kit, the resources there to supply and our need of where to go. We had resources prior, but when a supplemental comes, walking all the way through. Well, that's why the Appropriation Committee met together. We want to make sure there is enough money. We could always come back. I think $2 billion is a little low on the side. I think we're probably looking at $4 billion in this process. Having spoken to Democrat House members from Appropriations, that's what they were looking. I want to make sure everybody is working together. Currently where we are, I think, works well. What happens in these situations, a lot has to happen on the state level. So governors need to be engaged in a greater level. They need to engage with us. The federal government can provide resources, but a lot of those actions will be provided in the state. The challenge here is the lack of accountability coming from China. Our scientists from the very beginning have been communicating, but they have not been as open. We've now find that it started in November. Maybe if they had told us then, we could have been in something much better. The movement of it and being so contagious means that it can move at a rapid speed. The mortality level is at a lower level, higher than a flu, but from a pandemic situation, once it gets in, how do you control it from growing? That's the preparation that we've been doing now. That's the preparation that this president had done before, trying to contain it to China. I think this is a moment in time where the world works together. America has been a leader in so much of this. That's why I'm proud of the fact in our majority of what we did to increase the funding in NIH and CDC. Forward-looking to this day coming. We have some tremendous experts in there. And really, if the other countries would unshackle what's holding them back from allowing our experts to help, I think the world would be safer sooner.